What's going on, 22 Comics? It is Monday, February 14th, so happy Valentine's Day to all you people out there, and a very special happy Valentine's Day to my lovely little wifey, Mrs. 22. Thank you so much for the support and the encouragement that you give me. I love you very much. We have got another top 10 list today, so let's take a look at that and my recommendations on what I feel like are other books that you should look at instead of dropping a ton of money on these. Let's start off with Star Wars Darth Vader number 6. This right here, I believe, is the first full appearance of the Grand Inquisitor. We've got average raw sales at $80. Now look, these have come up a good bit from the $80 mark as well. So, what's my recommendation for this Star Wars book? I'm going to recommend you look for the Ashcan Star Wars, The Force Unleashed. I believe that the app that a lot of people use has got this as a number 1, but it came out with the video game. The video game was amazing. It was great. I loved that video game. It's one of my most favorite video games that I think I've ever played in my life. And Nintendo, a few days ago from this recording, actually came out, and they're saying they're coming out with a version for it for the Switch. This is going to be the first appearance of Galen Marek, also known in the video game and also in other novels and things like that as Starkiller. Now, don't get me wrong, when Disney acquired the rights to Star Wars and stuff like that, they said that this video game and its sequel were both not canon. However, I believe this character could possibly come to the screen, especially in the Obi-Wan show. He would have been around the same time as the Inquisitors. Now, there's no raw sales or anything like that here on Cover Price, as you see. I went online to eBay and looked at the sold prices of these books here recently, and they're coming up at around the $18 mark. That's about the average that I was seeing here recently on eBay. I just feel like this is a book that you should look into. If you like the Inquisitors and stuff like that, they're set the Hutt Jedi. Galen Marek was also hired by Darth Vader to go hunt Jedi. I just think you should look into this. This is an interesting book. It is an Ashcan, so it's small. It's very much smaller than a normal comic book. There are CGC graded ones out there as well, and there is a variant cover to this Ashcan as well, and it brings in high dollars. I think I saw a 9.8 today that was the variant, and they wanted $30,000. Now that's the asking price. It's not that it sold that, but I didn't see another one of those variants. So, whether it's legit or not, I have no idea. All right, I've talked enough about that. Let's go to the next book. Next book up, Avengers 53. This just came out. This is the variant edition. I believe this is Black History Month variant edition, showing Miles. It is a dope cover. It is also supposed to be the first appearance of Red Panther. Just a changed Black Panther suit. Not black, it's red. We're looking at raw sales at around the $28 mark. That puts us, you can see these prices here. So my recommendation would be to get FF number 1, Future Foundation. This is when Spider-Man joins the Future Foundation and he gets his new costume. What is better than Spider-Man? Everybody loves Spider-Man. We have Fantastic Four coming to the MCU, and we know this. Of course, for Spider-Man to have joined at this point in time, somebody had to have left, and unfortunately it was Johnny Storm that had left. I believe he died actually in the time. I don't know that we can necessarily see that storyline. However, we have, all the rumors saying that we're getting another 3 movies with Tom Holland, Fantastic Four coming in. Could we possibly make it to this at some point in time? So, there's also some very dope covers here as well. Let's look at the raw sale values on this book real quick. We're looking at about $4. You can see here there's a little more than $4. The most recent being $7. Here we go. Here's the dope covers. I like this one a lot. So if you're looking for a variant quite like the Black Panther, here's this one right here. We got Spidey up front. We got all these other characters. The Thing, Mr. Fantastic. I have no idea who most of these other people are. I believe they're children of Reeds or something. Or there are some children, and then other ones they've picked up. So there's that. There's also this second printing, which is a homage to, Fantastic Four #1. I think it's pretty cool looking. I like this one. I don't know what the print count is, so maybe it's a low print count. I don't know. Something definitely to look into. And that's what I want y'all to do with these lists, is to look into these books. See if they're worth going after. New Avengers Illuminati. This has popped off because of that Doctor Strange trailer that just dropped. This is believed to be the first story of the Illuminati. I believe that's what it says in the app. So we got raw sales around $22.50. It's a dope cover on top of that. You can see these other sales over here. And apparently there's a variant of this same book that's not doing as well. It's a second printing. Looking around $2. Alright, my suggestion would be to go look at the Superior Spider-Man #32. This is the first appearance of the Spider Army. There's also a first appearance of an Inheritor in here as well, that I believe goes on to be an even bigger Inheritor. So, with Into the Spider-Verse doing so well, and now we're getting Across the Spider-Verse, and it's a two-parter, this is going to be a big story. Could the Inheritors have something to do with it? We're looking at average raw sales. We don't have average raw sales, alright? So, but you can tell from right here, as of recently, we're going around the $18, $17 mark. I went and did an eBay search on this as well. I pulled up that the average on eBay was going for around $13. So, I really believe you should look at this one comparatively, because you know, that new Illuminati, it's not really a key book. I do believe they talk about possibly sending the Hulk off in that book. So that could potentially pop off if we do have a Planet Hulk, but that's if we do. So, and again, this is if we do, really. I don't know. It's just a book you should look at, I believe. Next up, Secret Avengers 19. I actually had this on the list here not long ago, saying, hey, this is a book you should possibly look at, and here it is in the top 10. That's pretty awesome. This is the first appearance of Moon Knight's Mr. Knight costume, not the persona, just the costume. Just a costume. We're talking $45 average raw sales. I believe you should look at Captain America #25. This is the first appearance of Sam Wilson as Captain America. Another costume change. Sam Wilson, Captain America, is in the MCU, quite like the pictures that we've seen of Mr. Knight being in the Moon Knight series as well. Average raw sales, we're looking at $38. So it's not as low as most of the books that I offer. However, this is a big character. And this really does have the potential to be a good pair. This is our, more than likely, our ongoing Captain America from here on out. Are people sleeping on this book? That's the big question. Take it for what you will. I believe you should look into this book. Don't buy. No FOMO. No FOMO. We're just looking into stuff. We're just seeing what we like. Alright, back to the list. I'm so sick and tired of seeing this book on this list. Black Panther #3, first appearance of Tosin. We still got average raw sales around $55. I suggest you look at Captain America #3. This is the first full appearance of Joaquin Torres, who is in the MCU right here, right now, and has acquired Falcon wings on top of that. So we're looking at average raw sales of $16. $16. You got 55 for Tosin, you got 16 for Joaquin. I'm just saying. You can see the other values over here that have been recent as well, the high sales. So take that for what you will. But what do you think, Tosin, Joaquin, or neither one of them? You may not like either one of them, so don't put your money in either one of them. All right. Star Wars popping off hard. We've got Star Wars Darth Vader #20, Lucas 50th anniversary cover featuring Mando himself with Grogu. I've heard it said this is Grogu's first cover appearance, but I'm not positive on that. I do believe that he may have been on a magazine or something of that nature. So you might want to look into that before possibly dropping, you know, an average raw sale of $22 on this book. There's also a second printing that either has come out or is going to come out, so you may want to look for that because apparently it's cheaper as well. But yeah, $22 average raw sales. My suggestion would be to go with Star Wars Vader Down #1. This is the Z-Box variant of that. This here is tied with the Scotty Young variant of that same book to be the first appearance of big boy right here, Black Krrsantan. All right, he popped off. He was a really big character for everybody got hyped on him for Boba Fett, Book of Boba Fett, but kind of fell off a little bit because he didn't get a whole lot of screen time until, you know, spoiler alert, that very last episode. I'm telling you right now, like, I thoroughly enjoyed him in that last episode. All right, so let's see. As it says here, you know, first cover appearance, it predates Darth Vader 13 and Star Wars 13 for that matter. Average raw sales, $6.50. This to me is a difficult book to find though. I did recently pick up a copy and I paid $1 for mine on eBay. Now I did have to pay, you know, a nominal amount for shipping, but the actual comic itself cost me like $1 and some change when you add tax and stuff like that. So I think you should look for this cover appearance instead of, you know, the Mando one. Let this Mando one cool off. That's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. Is what it is. Next up, Spectacular Spider-Man 244. This is going to be the first appearance of Alexei Alyosha Kravinoff. This is the son of Kraven the Hunter. He later on takes the mantle, Kraven the Hunter. We got news that I believe Russell Crowe is now signed on to be in the Kraven movie. So could we have a father-son thing going on and then, you know, there'd be a taking over of the mantle? Right now they got average raw sales of $29. My suggestion would be to look at Captain America number 290. This is a decent old book. This is the first appearance of Mother Superior, who is the Red Skull's daughter. And she later becomes Sin in another Captain America volume. We've got average raw sales around $13.25. Let's see what's been doing here as of the highs of lately. So we got them, you know, anywhere from $15 to $30. It was rumored there for a bit that she would be appearing in Captain America number 4 with Sam Wilson as Captain America. So could that still be going on? Could that still happen? Who knows? Who knows what that Kraven movie is going to do? Like, along with Morbius, we have no idea how that Sonyverse is going to work either. There's a lot of whatevers. So again, trying to broaden our horizon of just what's on the hot 10 list. Check it out. See what you think. Let's get back to this list. I'm tired of seeing this one as well. Amazing Spider-Man number 88. This is the first cover and first full appearance of the Queen Goblin. I'm pretty sure first cover. It doesn't say it here, but I'm pretty sure it is. Average raw sales, $16.46. My opinion, I think you should be looking at Fantastic Four 273. First appearance of Nathaniel Richards. Nathaniel Richards has ties to Kang the Conqueror, along with the Fantastic Four, both of which we are getting in the MCU. Therefore, could we possibly see Nathaniel Richards as well? Just saying. Let's look at these average raw sales. We're talking $14 average raw sales. As of lately, highest one here recently is about $50. But then we have some back in January for $27. Another one for $6. So, be patient with these books. I always say that. Be patient and you will find deals. Back to the list. Again, Doctor Strange trailer drops, and we get a little clip of something that's get everybody hyped for the Illuminati. New Avengers number 7, the first appearance of the Illuminati. This book average raw sales $126. I'm talking about like this just happened. So this book before yesterday was averaging probably around $30 from what I could see, and now it's jumped up this much. So I'm gonna advise you to look at this book instead. Ultimates number 1. This is the first appearance of the team, the Ultimates. I understand this is a different universe. However, look at this roster right here. We got Black Panther, MCU. We got Spectrum, MCU. We got Blue Marvel. Not yet. Not even talking. I ain't even heard any rumors about him yet, but you never know. America Chavez, MCU. Captain Marvel, MCU. We essentially have this whole team. Could we possibly get an Ultimates team? Well, I mean, the Avengers right now are pretty much disassembled. So we don't really have a team as of right now. I don't know. I feel like this is a book to definitely look at. Apparently it has a first appearance in here as well. So with average raw sales being around $18.30. I mean, look at this. Just all these are pretty much from last year, except for this one right here. So I definitely think you should take a look at this book. It may be hard to get in high grade because that's a pretty dark corner right there. But you never know. You never know what you'll find. And you may like these characters better. Back to this list. We got Avengers 53, Cover A, first appearance of Red Panther. The costume, Red Panther, to my understanding. Average raw sales, $17. Again, this book just came out. This average is probably somewhat low. That's not bad, though. I suggest you look for this book here. Daredevil, The Man Without Fear, number 4. Bruh, John Romita Jr. artwork, Frank Miller writing. This is an iconic story. It is a 5-issue miniseries, if I believe, so it's not even like it's a big series that if you wanted the whole story, it's not hard to collect that whole story. This is the first appearance of the street ninja black looking Daredevil costume that you saw in Daredevil, the Netflix series first season that he was running around in. That's where this costume comes from. Average raw sales, $3. Like, you want a costume change? This one right here, this is an iconic costume change. And $3 average raw sales. Be careful with this cover. You will not be able to get spine ticks out. These are cardstock covers. I will let you know that. So, I definitely think, you know, if you are like kind of fiending for that Red Panther because it's a costume change, you know, more power to you if you're a Black Panther fan. Great. But I really think you should look into this Daredevil Man Without Fear. Like I said, iconic costume change and definitely something worth looking into. Hey, if you dig this video, help me out. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, notification bell, all that jazz. I would greatly appreciate it. Let me know that you dig. Put in the comments some books that you think that should be on this list as referrals as well. Also, I'm thinking about doing this show live, so in the comments, let me know, would you like to see this as a live show? You can find me on Instagram at 22_comics. You can find me on Whatnot at the same handle as well. You can find me on a podcast called Comically Comics. So thank you again for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And as always, y'all have a good one.